Hi, Tim from Fair Play Now. English National Lockdown, day 14, and it's the 18th of November 2020. First job of the day. It's just literally a bit of fault finding on a faulty light, which just turned out to be a faulty switch. So I just popped an e-switch on there. Nice quick job, and it's given me time for a nice little cup of coffee before going to the next one, which is always a good thing. Coming back though from the job, I've just come back home for this cup of coffee, and walking down the street, this lady with her mask on. Now, it's not like it was a busy street where it might be a little bit understandable, but she was literally walking down kind of a semi-residential area, no one else anywhere around her whatsoever, with a mask on. And you just think, why? And, part of me, I feel sorry for people like that, because they've just clearly bought into the mainstream narrative so much and been so frightened by it or brainwashed by it. And you could even look upon it as a form of brainwashing. So you feel sorry for them, that they've kind of been frightened in so much that they feel it necessary to wear a mask absolutely everywhere. But also you can't help feeling a little bit angry at them as well, because it's people like that, with that kind of mentality, who want us to stay in lockdown forever, keep us wearing masks forever, and stealing our freedoms away when it's totally unnecessary. So you can't help but feeling a bit of anger for sort of people like that as well. And I'm just getting to the stage where, are we ever going to get back to normal, or have things changed too much now in society? Because I'm of the opinion that had we had the original lockdown and the original pandemic back in March, April, and then we started coming out of it, didn't we? Sort of started coming out late May, and by kind of August, we're sort of starting, in many parts of the country at least, starting to get back to some semblance of normality. And I think had that continued, had we just not bothered with the local lockdowns, the masks and all the rubbish, we just gradually got back to normal through the summer there, and maybe the last bit of getting back to normality might have just been the kids going back to school at the start of September. By now it'd all be a rapidly diminishing memory. It's a bad memory, and we'd still be paying for it for decades, but at least it'd be behind us now, wouldn't it? But here we are, not that far from Christmas now, and even if they turned around tomorrow and said, right, it's all over, come out of lockdown, forget the masks, forget everything, just get back to normal, I think we've come too far for things to ever get back to normal. If that happened, you'd still have loads of people wearing masks. They'd probably be, I don't trust the government, I'm going to not take chances, I'm going to wear masks. And you'd still get probably quite a lot of shops who would insist on you wearing masks, and sanitising your hands upon entry and all of that, even if it wasn't law anymore. And I could see people wearing masks out and about almost as a cultural thing now, long after any pandemic is declared to be over. We've just come too far. We've just come too far. Anyway, I'm going to go and get this cup of coffee, and I can carry on having this little chat today later on. Hi, right, I'm at home, and as you can probably tell, in the middle of an effing power cut here, hence the candles. Been without power now on its 25 to 8, been without power for about 25 minutes, coming up for half an hour, I should think. So it's just going to be not even beans on toast, just beans for dinner tonight, because luckily we've got a gas hob, so my wife's just cooking that up now at the moment. Yeah, and funnily enough, not only is obviously the Wi-Fi out, but also the mobile data on the phone's out as well. So not able to get on the internet at all. But it does make you wonder. People were saying they might start having some of these blackouts and things like that. So is this the start of things to come? Who knows? But on a more positive note, the thing I was talking about yesterday with my wife uploading that or link to that video interview with Mike Eden, apparently that wasn't blocked this time, so that was a bit of an experiment to see if that was going to get blocked or not by Facebook again, and no, it wasn't, or not up to now anyway. Pretty much 24 hours later after. Well, as you can see, we've got the power back now. It's only an hour long, the power cut actually, so not too bad, and we have had them sort of quite a few hours, 5-6 hours around here in times gone by. So we got away lightly tonight. Hopefully it won't come back, but we did have to have our dinner in the middle of the power cut. Very nice. Well, I was going to say beans on toast, but there wasn't even the toast, so just baked beans with a bit of chicken cut up into it. It's quite a simple meal, but I quite enjoyed it actually. Sometimes a simple meal can be very, very nice. So just looking at the news, I've seen some interviews on Talk Radio today. Ian Duncan Smith, the Conservative MP, well, I'm not sure if he's still a Conservative MP or whether he's retired, but anyway, until very recently he was very prominent. But yeah, even the likes of him are saying he's totally fed up with being told what to do by the authorities. And yeah, if he can say it, I think we can all say it as well. I think he's just echoing what 90% of the country's thinking. Obviously not Piers Morgan though. I mean, what an idiot that bloke is. Arch lockdown supporter. He seems to absolutely love it. And he was on record today as saying that people should just suck it up. If there's still lockdowns over Christmas, people should just suck it up. Well, it's all very well for him being a millionaire and having no doubt a massive house to lounge around in, but he's obviously not thinking of people in a sort of little one-bedroom flat or even a studio flat who can't sort of do anything. That bloke's an absolute arse as far as I'm concerned. But there was an interview with a guy called Neil Oliver, the sort of history buff guy. So I'll leave a link to I'll leave a link to both of those interviews in the comments below. So I shall do that. Anyway, I'll leave it there for today. So it was English National Lockdown, day 14. Tim from Fair Play Now. Thanks for watching.